Next, we have Dana Bowers.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Dana.
Morning.
Well, the irony behind the conversation that's been happening over the last half hour is very interesting since I wrote what I wrote several days ago with the intention of trying to have discussion with you guys. I was actually going to tell you to get your pencils ready because I had 3 questions for you, and I was going to expect you to answer them, possibly not during the meeting, but afterwards. So since we're having discussion, this is amazing. And I commend you for that. Thank you for actually having open dialogue.
And again, we're very limited on what we can answer because you have to have answers. We don't have all the answers because we
I understand
haven't got
that.
the concerns from
And
all
that's
the people.
actually why I wrote what I wrote for today. For months now, people have been slinging personal attacks on each other throughout this entire community. Some of which have been obviously directed to you two, as well as shots. Myself, I personally have not made any personal attacks on any of the 3 of you individually, other than stating one fact that's very obvious, the conflict of interest on Dave's part that has yet to be addressed. I do not find that to be a personal attack, though. I do find that to be publicly stating factual information. So, I stand here today to tell everyone on the record that the individual attacks on our neighbors and our local officials, you guys, it's got to stop. It's causing so much division in our community, and it's not helping. The mental, emotional, and financial strain and stress on this community that has been created, this has been caused by 2 big tech companies, Provident and Beltline. These are the snakes that have slithered into our community underneath a rock behind our backs. So our verbal and emotional frustrations should not be pointed 100% towards these gentlemen here or towards any of our neighbors or our friends or our family. It needs to be directly pointed towards those cowards that have come in and the individuals that represent them. I've had private conversations with all 3 of the commissioners individually, and I'm going to repeat what I have said to all 3 of them in front of everyone and on the record. As the profound Charlie Kirk always said, when people stop talking, that's when we have violence. Violence comes in different fashions. It comes in mental, emotional, verbal, and physical violence. But silence as a whole still incites some sort of violence within our community. Unfortunately, we have seen the verbal violence at its highest level I've ever seen in this county in my entire life. And I feel it's due to the fact that there has been silence on the part of the commissioners being able to speak. I understand you're trying to follow the law. I get that. I've had conversations with you gentlemen. I understand. But after the May 18th meeting, I am praying that violence within our community because of the silence stops so that we can start having this type of discussion and communication. I am not one to just stand up and complain about things, though. I want to offer you a resolution. Just speak up like you did today. Like I said, I wrote this several days ago. So to actually hear you guys have communication and discussion literally kind of hit the nail on the head. You can offer a response to the public, which is the same that you've given me for weeks now, personally. We do not know. It's 4 simple words. You don't know. You don't have the information that we've been asking for because you don't have it. You can't give it to us. That's all you had to do, just like you did a few minutes ago, is just tell us that. Tell everybody that on the record. You guys don't even have the business plan. You don't have the tax structure. You don't know where the money is going to come from. You don't know what type of damage these infrastructures could do to these pieces of land. You don't know that because you don't even have that information from these guys. So we keep asking of that from you. 4 words, we do not know. And I appreciate you and commend you for actually saying that today. Thank you.
Thank you.
On that note, I want to address one thing. The definition of discussion is conversation, exchange of ideas, or a debate among people regarding a specific topic, often aimed at reaching a decision, understanding, or exploring solutions to a problem. These weekly commission meetings are listed as discussion/action meetings. So, again, I was going to ask of you today to please, let's just discuss. So I appreciate what you've been doing. I do have 3 quick questions. When you refer to the tax structure and the 80/20 allocation, are you referring to the Missouri 144.810, the Missouri 100.050, a proposed Chapter 100 pilot agreement, or is there a separate developer agreement that we, the people, have not been made aware of that has been brought to the table to you guys by these developers?
We don't have any agreements.
You have nothing. Okay. So the taxes that they're referring to that we will be receiving, we don't even know where that would even come from at this point in time.
This is a reach on my part, but I'm sure it's based on their past experiences. It's no agreements that they have currently with us. I can tell you that.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to clarify that. Number 2, it's quite obvious that, don't take this personally, our county attorney does not have the background in or the educational capacity to handle this extreme complexity of this magnitude. This is a massive potential life-altering infrastructure, and the complexity is overwhelming. So why have we not done him a favor, as well as the entire county, and tried to retain an external law firm to assist in handling these potential projects?
We've actually been looking into that. We have made no action on it.
Thank you for that answer. Number 3, under section 610.020.2, public meetings are supposed to be held at a place that's reasonably accessible to the public and at a time reasonably convenient to the public, unless good cause makes that impossible or impractical. So I'm asking you, could you please explain to me on the record how you feel that the currently scheduled May 18th meeting time, and I ask this with there being a set hard 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. cutoff for people to turn in speaker cards, how is that reasonably convenient to the entire public under the Missouri Sunshine Law?
You want my personal opinion, or you want the commission's answer?
I'd like both.
Well, my personal opinion is I think people should have the right to say what they want to say when they want to say it. The commission, as a commission, we've came to the point through control of time. Nobody. It's just been handed down to us.
Right.
But that was the agreement that came up at the time. That's why it exists as it does. It was a decision by the commission and the recommendation and the data that was given to us based on past meetings and such.
Okay. Is there a potential of having additional meetings? I know you already answered Corva's question about the town halls, which I think would be amazing. Or would there be a potential of possibly allowing those individuals that can't make the 8 to 9 a.m. cutoff be able to come in and maybe between 4 and 5 p.m. turn in speaker cards then so that they could speak as well? Because there are people who have families, who have jobs, like they can't make that time. They want to speak, but they can't make that specific time to sign a speaker card to be able to speak, and then not knowing when they're going to be able to speak during that time frame.
I think that's why we stated that we're willing to do these town halls before decisions made.
Okay. And that would
So we'll
give the
get
people
more
who
input
weren't
from
able to
people
make
and-
that meeting
and
the
have a
opportunity
one-to-one
to be able to
discussion.
come. Okay. And I appreciate that.
And people could turn in their written testimony also.
Yeah.
So, and we have that.
Because you could turn it
It's
in.
a lot.
I'm sorry?
It's a lot.
Oh, I know.
I will leave you with this. I want to just state the fact that we have Missouri state statutes, 49.650 under Chapter 89, to stand on within this county. That does give us a right to vote on this issue. Can we please utilize it? Thank you.
Again, I'm not an attorney.
Thank you.
We have to rely on our attorneys and our legal professionals for that. Thanks, Dana.